Hello and welcome everyone to AnubhavTrainings.com. In this video series, we are going to learn about ABAP development on VS Code. During our training on SAP BTP ABAP on Cloud and RESTful Application Programming Model training, many of you have approached us asking, is it possible to develop ABAP code on VS Code? So here we are with a video series for you, free on YouTube, so that you can gain expertise on developing ABAP applications, CDS views, and RAP application powered with AI on VS Code environment. Currently, most of us are using the ABAP development tool ADT plugin with Eclipse environment to build ABAP code. So just first important information that both of these are tools, whether it is VS Code or Eclipse. It's completely up to you which tool would you like to use. In my personal opinion, VS Code can also help developers who are actually full stack developers building Fury applications, building applications with CAPM, and also now want to build applications on ABAP. So as a result, you don't have to install multiple tools in your laptop. You can just have VS Code tool and that can become a single environment for you to do all sort of development. So in this series of videos, we are going to have multiple videos. So our first episode today focus on Connect. We will understand how to install the ADT plugin on VS Code environment, some of its core benefits, and then in the subsequent episodes, we will be learning designing and developing a full stack application with RAP framework and utilizing additional capabilities like ABAP Cleaner and also AI capabilities on VS Code. So without wasting further time, let's get started. I request all of you to kindly like the video to give us the right motivation and subscribe the channel so we can bring you more content like this in the future. This helps us and the community to bring in more and more content free of cost for you on our YouTube channel. Having said that, let's quickly understand what is the ABAP development tool for VS Code. It actually provides efficient and feature-rich development for ABAP code on VS Code environment. As you see, VS Code environment is dominantly used more and more day by day in the industry by developers. SAP is trying to bridge the gap for ABAP development with VS Code with the help of this plugin. It allows you to enable, create, edit, debug, and manage ABAP artifacts directly on VS Code environment, enhancing your developer experience and utilizing even the newer capabilities like Joule for developers on ABAP language. ABAP AI capabilities also, along with other openly available AI agents like Claude, Codex, GitHub Copilot can also be used along with VS Code. So coming to the broad architecture or the scope here, you can see the first component which the VS Code would allow for ABAP developer would be the Joule for developers, which is ABAP AI capability. Joule is an agentic AI development tool or basically an assistant which allows agentic AI for ABAP development, focusing on building goal-driven ABAP applications by using AI agents or AI coding assistant. It includes capabilities like predictive code completion, ADT, MCP servers, and MCP tools. Yes. So if you have not seen my video series on cloud development, kindly check out our channel. We already have a very detailed series of 25 videos, which is almost cost $500 if you subscribe from somewhere else. It's freely available on Anubhav Trainings official YouTube channel. You can get that $500 Cloud Code SAP course, SAP Cloud Development course, free of cost on our YouTube channel. I will also link the description in the description of this video, and I also on the I button above, so you can subscribe and check that free video series on cloud development for SAP. So there you will see more AI capabilities being used for CAP development. Then It also offers scenario specific tools like ABAP RESTful application programming and ABAP CDS. So you can build business services, behavior definitions. You can build and extend CDS entities, create or activate data models of different kinds when it comes to the ABAP development tool on VS Code. The basic tool includes the basic ABAP development, including data dictionary object, core ABAP development, editing source code of ABAP, including quality tools like Unit, ABAP Unit, troubleshooting, and writing ATC checks along with security. So this is the broad overview of what the tool does offer to us. Now, without wasting further time, let's get started and install the ABAP development tool plugin into the VS Code environment. So for that purpose, let me launch my VS Code environment. So here we are on our VS Code environment, pretty much like a development tool, and I will first create a workspace. So let me just open a folder, go to my computer, perhaps the C drive, and then I'm just going to create a new folder called Anubhav ABAP and then link it with my workspace. You can see it's connected to Anubhav ABAP folder. That's my workspace. So next step which I will do is I will go to the extension section and search here ABAP development tools. Remember, you have to have at least Windows 10 operating system along with VS Code installed in your laptop. And another very important tool which you need is Microsoft Visual C++ runtime, which you can get it installed with the help of tools.sap.com, tools.hanasap.com, hashtag ABAP. So that's where you can go and download and install the so-called Microsoft Visual C++ V14 redistributable. Yes, this is the one you need to have along with VS Code in your computer to be able to use this tool. So once I come back, you can see here SAP official profile, SAP SE, and I click here to install this ABAP development tool for VS Code. I'll do that. And this is how now it is installing. Done. Installation is complete. So once the installation is complete, it's time to go ahead and connect our ABAP system. Make sure you already have SAP logon available into your computer, and you have already added also your SAP systems there. Like I've added Anubhav ABAP for HANA or S for HANA system. So it is always a recommended practice to first check your connection using GUI by double clicking on your system and also verifying your user ID and password, whether you are able to connect to the system or not. Now, once the verification is complete, you can proceed further then to the VS Code. And let's first mark this particular folder Anubhav ABAP as a workspace. To be able to do that, we can just click on File, Save as a workspace. Click on that and keep the same folder Anubhav ABAP as a workspace folder, so that system will make sure that this folder is now considered as a workspace. Yeah, so you can see Anubhav workspace. I can just go inside. I can just go inside now and create a connection. So all the workspace will contain the information about your connection and everything. Now let's come back and add our ABAP system. So once you install the extension for ADT on VS Code, your next step will be to establish a connection like you do in Eclipse tool. To be able to do that, we go to command palette by pressing F1 key on the keyboard and search here ABAP colon new destination. You can see this option. Now here there are two options available. One is to connect your ABAP on cloud environment and another option is to connect your company on-premise environment. So here I have my company on-premise environment. So I will choose the connection type as RFC. But if you have an connection to SAP ABAP environment on BTP, you will go with the second option, which is cloud system. So I click on RFC, and now here I can see all my systems which are already there in GUI visible. So I choose new S4HANA 2025, and here I will provide my username. So let me provide my ABAP username of 5, press enter. I will provide my client for SAP system 800, and then the language for login English. So it is going to propose me a name, that is this the name okay for connecting to your system. So if you have development quality production system, BW, S4, BPC, CRM, HCM systems, you can also underscore the system, like let's say S4 dev. You can add that, just more of an alias for developer to remember the system connection name. Now you may wonder why it didn't ask the password. So it will never ask the password because this setting what we chose here gets stored in a JSON file, which I'll show you where it gets stored. So in case in the future your connection detail changes like client or language, you can also adapt that manually. So for now, I'll just keep this detail, press enter, and you see the connection has been created. Would you like to add this connection to your workspace? For sure, definitely. I click on add button, and you can see the connection is added here to my workspace. So now coming to the most interesting part, some hack behind the scene. This entire information which you provided got saved in a file, in a JSON file in your computer. So in case in the future you change the client for the system or username or connection detail about your system, you can always go ahead and modify that JSON file. So it's basically stored in C drive, users directory, and then your username. So my username is Conta, which is a short form of contact at Anubhav Trainings. And if I go in there, you will see this new folder called ADTLS folder, which is created, and that has this destinations.json file. If you open this file, then you will realize the same set of details are stored over here. Look at that. Yeah. So this is where you have your server address, including the system number, including the client. Yes, all the details have been added over there, and including the language detail and username. So that's why the system never store your password or never ask your password. But passwords need to be entered every time you log in. So to be able to do that, we can come back and right click here to our connection and say log on to the destination. When you choose that, that is the time system asks you the password. So let's provide the password, which we have also tested earlier with the GUI. Press enter, and congratulations, you have successfully connected your ABAP system with VS Code now. And you can now start observing your local objects. Yeah, my own user objects like Fiori UIs, dictionary objects, including data elements. Yeah, all the objects are visible over here. And you can also see the lock status of each of the object. Now you can see here we have the most important artifact as CDS views already available over there. So what is my next step? Next step is I would like to create a ABAP program where I would like to read some data from our SAP system. So you can come back to source code repository, and here you can see all your ABAP programs. You can right click and create a new file, but that's not a good option. The better option here is using the command palette again. So press F1 key on the keyboard and search ABAP colon, and now you can see all the options like adding a package as a folder to workspace, clean ABAP parser cache, yes, create new ABAP object. That's the one I'm interested to create a new object. So click on that, and now you can choose the object which you would like to create. So I would like to create an ABAP program. So I choose PROG. That's a short name of ABAP program. I click on that. Now it is asking me the package name. So $TMP is the local object I would like to create that program. And then it asks me the name of the program. So I can say Z Anubhav VS Code. I would like to create that. Enter. Description: my first program using VS Code, and then system will open the artifact here. You can see ABAP program, and the best part I love about the tool, it will also provide me the ability to do code completion. So control space, you can see all the code completion just like in ADT tool or Eclipse tool. But somehow I observed that the performance is little bit better as compared to the Eclipse tool. Eclipse tool used to get sometime hanged up, but in case of VS Code, I observed it is pretty nice and well. Yeah. Now, having said that, another drawback what I usually see is I don't get those menu options which I get in Eclipse, like options to activate, deactivate my program, do syntax check. So I got to perhaps rely a bit more on the shortcuts. So shortcuts are pretty much same. Control Shift A is to, Control Shift A is to search all the artifacts in the entire system. So you can just put here the type of the program or the object type, like you can put hashtag type colon prog, search me all the programs. Yeah, and program name should start with ZATS. So now it is showing me all the programs which are starting with ZATS in the entire system. Yeah, so that you can search it. You can do Control F3 to check the program syntax and activate the same. Yeah, so these are the things, and you can also see at the bottom the activate option there, right, to activate the object. So Control F3 will activate your current object. So you see my program is now active over here right in the system. Now to execute the program, you can press F5 as always. And my next step will be to create a bit of code here. So let's select some record, select star up to um, 10 rows from SNWD PD table, product master table, into table inline data declaration itab. Yes. So it's a pretty simple code which we have done to select 10 records from my product master table. So I can now loop at internal table. So loop at itab, assigning field symbol, or you can see reference into a data object. Yeah, the new ABAP syntax and loop. And I can now write the content there. So I can say hello object, and I can do control space to see all the properties. So I can choose product ID, hello object category of the product, and I can see the price of the product. So code completion is kind of pretty nice over there to give you a nice code completion in VS Code. Once again, we can just press Control F3, and that generates the active object for us. Yeah, the object is now active when it comes to this ABAP program. And to execute the program, you are now going to press F5 key on the keyboard, just like you do in traditional SAP GUI. So let me press F5, and Wahala, you can see it was quite fast, and it has got me the result printed for the top 10 products in the system. So that is how you can connect your um, development tool, basically development system, to VS Code environment, and you can start building the ABAP code. So I also explained you a little bit on the source code side and searching capability on the VS Code. I hope you got an idea about how to install the ADT plugin on VS Code and how to create your first ABAP program as a local object in your system. In the future episodes, we are going to follow the plan which I demonstrated at the start of the journey. But most importantly, if you want me to bring more and more content like this for you free on YouTube, kindly like the video and also comment on this video as VS Code on ABAP, so we can bring you more and more interesting videos on this series for you free on YouTube. So your comments and likes will give us the motivation to create more content like this. With that, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, happy coding.